blastmusic247.com. We're changing the industry, one artist at a time.
Good evening and welcome to episode 3 of Rise to Influence. I am your host, Bridget Wilson, CEO of Wilson Plus Talent and Consulting and Model. Today we bring you an amazing photographer that hails all the way from Dallas, Texas. We actually had a chance to shoot with him this past weekend. Amazing shoot in Birmingham, Alabama with our models Dutchess Jones, Nikki Jackson, Nicole Jones, and also Erica Abrams and Dina King. I'd like to introduce now Jay Kyle of Jay Kyle Photography.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, how's it going, Jay? How you doing?
Going good. I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. I'm doing good. First off, I gotta say, the photos from this past weekend, oh my God. I am just in awe. Like what you showed us so far has been, I mean, they didn't even need to be edited, but I know how, the trained eye is.
Yeah. Uh-oh. I hope it's not me.
And you're on a photo tour right now, if I'm not mistaken.
I am. I hope I didn't miss anything. You was frozen for a few seconds there.
I'm sorry.
You said something about a photo tour. My photo tour?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm on a tour right now, a self-imposed tour. Literally was just hit me as I was coming from shooting a new model out in Milwaukee, and I was like, you know what? I want to do some more of this. There's a heart behind why I do the tour, and I put the call out there. I had it on my IG. I'm like, look, I'm coming to a city near you. Who wants to come and get some content? And I was like, hey, whoever responds, that's where I'm going. And
okay.
And it's been really dope. It's been really fun. The whole point of the tour was really about creating content and good quality content for up and coming models. As a photographer, I've been in the game now for about 13 years.
Okay.
And I've seen a lot. And one of the many things I've seen is that it's not cheap as a photographer or a model to be in the music.
It's not.
I also have experience behind the chair as a barber. I've been a licensed barber, still currently a licensed barber for 23 years and an educator.
Okay.
So a lot of the content that I was doing was on that side of the beauty space, makeup companies, hair companies, And I started to see the same thing. And people who want to get involved, they either have to wait till they get the money so they can do it, or sacrifice quality of content to get in, which when you compete with other people who can afford really good quality content, it's going to take you longer. So God just put it on my heart, like, yo, use your gift to help some people out. Like, do some photos, hit them with a we just getting started price.
Right.
So I put the package together, I threw it out there, and you jumped on it in Birmingham.
Man, when I saw that, I was like, oh yeah, I got to, because look, I already knew from seeing your work from my other models were in a show last year for Bold and Confident, the Bold and Confident show in in Dallas, I believe it was. And the photos that came back from that show, I was just like, who is this guy? I was like, because I have an eye for, I've been in the industry for a while, so I knew that you knew what you were doing just based off the runway photos. So when you did you came up with the special, I was like, huh? I was like, and tell the people how much you're charging for this tour again, for this special you have going on now.
So
Tell the people.
The current tour, because it does end soon, the current tour is $60 an hour. However many looks you can fit within an hour, you'll get it. And what I do is you get your looks, you can get up to 3, depending on like if you're working with an agency or not, they kind of determine how many you need. But if it's just individual, I do it to 3 to 4 images fully edited that's included in the package. And then if you want any other images after that, it's only $10 per image. So you could walk away with, the sky's the limit, honestly, however many you can shoot. One of the ladies that I shot in Birmingham, I think we got through like 4-5 outfits in an hour. You know how y'all models do, you change in the street.
I was about to say, yes. I mean, that's just,
So yeah, it's just, like I said, it's designed to help those who are up and coming, who really want good quality content, and they just don't have the seasoned vet model,
right?
Got this deep pockets type of money.
I love it. See, there you go, people. I mean, this is definitely, especially you definitely want to jump on. Do not wait, because you said the end of the year that's it, right? That ends, right?
We will be reformulating one next year. The exacts will be a little bit different, but I also got a few other things up my sleeve that maybe me and some other person with puffy blonde hair shall remain nameless.
Who is that?
might be doing some things in 2025, but yeah, it's just my heart really is for people who really want to get in this thing, and and just help people believe in themselves.
Yes, that's really a blessing. You were saying earlier, basically what you're saying about, giving people the opportunity to get good quality photos for, a fraction of the cost. Because I remember when I first started out in the industry, like I was telling you before, it was rough, because I'm like, I couldn't afford a single parent. I couldn't afford thousands of dollars for a photo shoot, I'm like, but on the other hand, don't get me wrong though, TFP is good, but you still take your chances with TFP photography, because you might not get good quality.
Right.
A lot of people don't really know how to edit well, so you just take your chances when it comes to that.
Yeah, very true.
I mean, it works, it works, what I'm saying, for, in the benefit for both parties involved, but it's, again, like you said, you may not always get the best quality work, especially if you're trying to build your portfolio, get quality comp cards, and I mean, you quality means a lot in this business.
For sure.
But so how long, you said you've been in the game for about 12, 13 years?
Photography, yes. I've been a photographer for about 13 years. I walked into it as a videographer, actually.
Okay.
Went to school for production, audio and media production. Once I finished that, they opened up a program to do video production, audio for video production. And this is when DSLR cameras were just kind of starting to be the go-to camera for video production. So in school, they taught us photography first, and then how to apply it to a moving picture, because that's all video is. It's moving picture. And so you had to learn all the ISO and photo length and aperture and all of the things, shutter speed, all of the things that makes photography. And then just after a while, it was like people weren't willing to invest the type of money it takes to do editing for video, because it's time consuming. And so I was like, all right, well, I still know how to shoot. So I started shooting, and I put it down for a little while. When I moved to Texas from upstate New York, I wasn't shooting, and my brother called me. Shout out to Michael's Eye Photography. That's my blood brother. So any of y'all that know,
Oh, really?
we look alike.
Okay, I'm
That's
very
my
familiar with his work. That's your
That's
brother.
my actual brother. Me and him were at the photo shoot that I shot some of your ladies at last year.
I would have never known that. Oh my
Yes.
God.
Yeah, Michael's Eye Photography is my brother. He's my oldest
Okay.
brother. And I have another
Now,
Jason who shoots in New York, Images of Life Photography. So all three of them.
okay. See, now Michael has been on my radar for a minute. I've been wanting to shoot with him forever, but
He's a beast.
life, things happen. But I'm gonna get with him though one day. It's coming. Mark my words.
He called me up and he was like, "Bro, I'm doing this event. I need you to come shoot." I'm like, "Fam, you already know I don't shoot no more." I didn't even have any equipment at the time. And he was like, "Don't worry about it. I'll rent the camera. I rent the lenses. How much you need?" So long story short, I did the photo shoot. We was in Orlando. I did the photo shoot, and a bug bit me. I was like, "Man, I forgot just how much I love shooting." And I still was kind of doing it on the side thing. And it wasn't until last year that I decided to like really take it seriously. After like doing the hobby thing for a long time, made it an official legit business with its own EIN. And I spent my whole first year sowing seed, which is how I got to doing the photo shoot, the fashion show with Maisha, and why I some of your models. And like I said, I was there. I'm like, yo, I just want to shoot. It wasn't that I didn't know how. I just wanted to get my feet wet in the Dallas market because I was new to it. And lo and behold, you saw the stuff and you was like, so can we do something? And
Look, and I've been trying to get with you like for forever prior to this, but again, life happened. So I'm like, you know what? This was pretty much, it was divine timing.
Yeah,
absolutely divine timing. So let me ask you this: what made you decide to get into photography exactly? Like, did you have a preference? Like, did you start off doing just landscape or still versus live models? What did you start off doing?
The funny thing is, when I first got into photography, it's gonna sound weird. I had already been doing it for a while. I wasn't really into it. It was a side hustle thing to do. I got into production because I wanted to be a rapper. Okay.
Okay.
So when I went to audio production school, I found out how dope the production side of it was.
Okay.
And
right.
I did so well in that they offered me the new class, which led me into photography. But again, it was just a hustle thing on the side. I didn't really jump into photography until a particular photo shoot I had, and it's actually the reason why this tour even exists. I was doing a photo shoot one of my first years down here. I was shooting a model by the name of Brittany. She goes by B Love, an amazing model. And during the photo shoot, there were a few moments where she was just, you could tell that she has some other things on her mind. And I'm a certified life coach. So that kind of kicked in. And I was like, hey, I see whatever is here. I don't know what it is, but I see it. I need you to let it go. I know we in a photo shoot, but whatever that looks like in this moment, I don't care if you got to yell, if you got to scream, whatever the case may be, whatever it is, just let it go. I'm not here. And so I intentionally got like away from her. I had a long zoom lens and I got away from her. And Bridget, I promise you, you couldn't have planned this any perfect. Right before this moment happened, it started to rain. It was sunny all day. And we're outside. Wow. And it was a soft rain. And this moment happened and I caught it on camera. And it was at that moment that I realized just how powerful photography was. Because what we caught before that was great. But what we caught after that moment was even better. And I told her a long time ago, and I don't even know if she remembers this or if she'd ever see this interview, but it was from that moment that I realized that photography was more than just people posing and looking good.
Yes, exactly.
For some people, they hide behind the picture.
Yes.
And then for some people, they release in front of the camera. And what I wanted to do from that moment forward was I wanted to use photography to help people see themselves in a way that they don't even see themselves. Even people who do it for their business, for a regular basis. If you look at my shots, my style of photography, my thumbprint, my identity is angles. And and my thing is, we look at each other straight all day. That's just how we do, right? But you don't realize how beautiful an image is if you were to look at it from down here, because we don't walk around like that. And
Exactly.
so what I started to realize was I could use photography to really help people see themselves in a way that it was just, oh my gosh, is this me? And so
Yes.
doing that and investing that time and energy, I've always had the heart, how do I use photography to help people? And then
Right.
thing evolved into another. And I was like, I also realized, because at that time, I don't know where she was in her journey, but I started to shoot with other people. And I've had people come to me
Mm.
like, hey, I'm interested in getting into modeling. And I'm like, all right, cool. Have you ever done it before? But some no, I shot a girl here in Dallas. She had never shot before. And I have a certain way that I do consultations to pull the best out of a model. We
Mm-hmm.
shot her first photo shoot ever. She submitted those photos and walked in Dallas Fashion Week this past year for the first time.
Okay.
Straight from
See.
there. So just I mean that's and
Yeah.
that's why I shoot to this day. I do
Yes.
the corporate stuff, I do headshots, I do branding, I do all that stuff.
Right.
But what makes my heart jump, what'll make me get on a plane and come out to another city, ain't never been there before, knowing that I'm not about to get the top dollar, but I know I'm about to give you top dollar results.
Mm-hmm.
I'm reminded of that moment where I saw someone be able to just be free, and there was still beauty in her freedom. So
Yes.
that's why I do what I do.
Yes, I love it. I can definitely relate to that. As far as like being a model, being able to release those emotions, in front of the lens is just like, there's no feeling like it. To me, I always felt like it was therapeutic for me, to be in front of the camera. And I kid you not, it's been a minute since I've been in front of the camera because again, I'm so busy getting, helping everybody else
Mhm.
organize and build their portfolios. I kind of put myself, to the side.
Right.
However, that's going to change very
Yes,
soon.
it is. Yes, it is.
So what has been your biggest challenge when it comes to photography? If you had any challenges dealing
Um,
with models or anything dealing with photography.
Honestly, I think my biggest challenge really is more on the business side of it, not
Mm,
so much the art of it, because art is art. Um, I think that it's just been being able to manage the business. I was doing photography as a business, but it was like my secondary business. I had my regular 9 to 5. So I
mhm,
couldn't take the time to really invest time, effort, and energy into it. And I used to deal with imposter syndrome when I would walk into places because I'm seeing people walking with these $10,000 cameras and $5,000 lenses and these big light setup, and it's me in my backpack. You know what I mean? I would walk in,
right.
um, but I had to learn me. So that was a
Mhm,
challenge. My own walk, my identity as a photographer.
mhm.
Not trying to be like everybody else. You know,
Exactly.
that was one thing that my brother did tell me as I got back into it. He was like, "You're gonna find your own identity, like whatever
Mhm.
it is, like that's you." So once I was able to do that, I owned it and I loved it. And after that, my pictures just took off. There would be times I would look at pictures, I'd be like, "Did I shoot that? Because that is good. Like, who shot that picture?"
Okay.
And then outside of that has just been being able to handle the business of it, um, getting clients, knowing the balance of when is it time to plant seed
Mhm.
and do, when you're giving, and then when is it time to harvest, was time for me to take and be able to do more and do higher end and charge a different price and all those type of things. But I would say that that's probably just been my biggest challenge.
Okay. Okay. Speaking of pictures, we have a little bit of a work that we want to show real quick if we have that available.
Okay. Okay.
When I say, look, this is
That's
just,
that's the model
could
I
you,
was talking about.
oh, this
That's
is one.
that was her first photo shoot ever.
Okay.
And we were in a
Abs-
bookstore
okay.
and the sun was hitting just right. I love natural light. And
Yes.
that was literally the blinds of the window behind us and her sitting on the stairs. I said, do not move and just look at me. So we call that's my homie Sky.
Yes.
She's
When
amazing.
I saw this photo, I was just like, it's just like, it says a lot.
Mhm.
Her facial expression
Yeah.
just speaks volumes.
Yeah.
I'm very into I'm an artist, so I pay attention to those kind of things. Can we see what's next?
I
Oh, I know who this
know
is.
who that is.
I think her name is Erica Quinn.
Yes, Miss Art.
Beautiful, beautiful model. I just love her. She's actually part of Wilson Plus Talent.
Yeah, yeah. That was an
This is
amazing
what,
there because
yes.
again, just she caught the lens at the right time. I
Uh
mean, you
huh.
just pulled it in. And I didn't know who she was at the time. Like I said, I didn't know
Good.
about Wilson Plus.
Right.
Like, hey, why you got right here?
Look, and I think I'd only been in business for about a little over a year.
Okay.
Yeah, a little
Yeah,
over a year when we did
yeah. Our
that
killed
show.
he killed that show.
So she is a natural.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
next slide. Ooh, I know who that is too.
That's
Miss
Miss Art.
Latoya Lewis,
Yeah, yeah,
aka Danella the model.
yeah, yeah. She's been hitting me up like, Jay, when we gonna shoot? When we gonna shoot? I'm like,
Right.
yo, let me know when you're ready. And then I would hit her up like, yo, when we gonna shoot? She's like, just give me a minute. I gotta do a few things, but we're gonna make it happen. Yeah, that was
Also,
fun. Yeah,
yeah, I spoke with her yesterday. I was like, girl, I said, we got it. So don't worry about, because she's like, I said, we're definitely gonna get you in there. So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
she is ready. Another natural, I would definitely say that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Next slide.
Ah,
Now, this is the one that I was talking about earlier. I
yeah,
was like, oh my God.
yeah. That's the
Yes.
homie Honey. She's out of Milwaukee. Um,
Okay.
Honey Jones. She's a force. Like you run into some women that like she commands a lens to look at her and she knows it. And what I love
Okay.
about this shoot was we were under an underpass and it was raining
Okay.
and
Okay.
she in this dress and heels, she took them heels off and climbed up that scaffolding,
Oh
got her
Lord.
license, and she was one of those, she like, look, if I got to hang upside down from this thing, I will to
She
get
was
this.
gonna get that shot.
So yeah, so it was amazing. It was
So how far up was that?
the bottom part of it was probably about 6 feet off the ground, but about five and a half
Oh,
feet off the ground.
okay, that's not too bad. Because I
Yeah.
was like,
Enough for her to
no.
be able to have to sit down and me help her down once she got done.
Okay,
Yeah.
good, good. 'Cause I mean, I've heard some models doing some crazy feats, so you just never know.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just never know. So tell me, what can the people expect from J Cal in the future?
So you can expect some more work. I have a passion project. I want to do a gallery. And it's called The Curse of the Good Guy. And
Oh,
in my life coaching, I focus specifically on identity and healing broken identities. And I have a soft place for men. A lot of what I do, I'm the director of a nonprofit called Rebrand the Man, and it's all
okay.
things men's mental health. And so I'll be working on a passion project with that to show the beauty, the struggle, the realities of men who work really hard, who are
Awesome.
they're the good guy. They're not the ones that are the people like, yeah, you a dog, you like that. But there's the dudes that no one pays attention to that
Yes.
work
We need that.
every day, but he's struggling here.
Right.
Because
Yeah. Yeah.
there's no place for him to really get out what he's dealing with. So that's
Right.
I'm working on, how do I say this? I'm working on a I'm working on a workshop. I'll put it like
Mhm.
that. I'm
Okay.
working on a workshop that I believe is going to be beneficial for every person who calls themselves a model, a photographer, a designer, you name it. I do plan on starting this process in the beginning of 2025, and the
Okay.
actualization of it probably won't happen until midsummer, spring, because I need about 6 to 7 months to plan this out properly. But
Please keep me posted on how that's going, because I would love to be a part of that, of course.
yeah,
So.
everything is already it's already out on paper, all those things,
Okay.
and I mean detail, like to the point of profit margins and everything.
Awesome.
And
Okay.
and then outside of that, just more work. I would love to come to a city near you. I would love for people to call up and be like, hey, I want some stuff done. You know, I have a goal. I have a goal to be on the cover of somebody's photo magazine.
And you will.
And I will. And
Yes.
That's happening next year. I already got confirmed word that I'll be shooting in Fashion Week Milan next year.
Congratulations. That's a big deal.
About that.
Yes.
So yeah, you know, there's that to come. So I tell people to stay plugged in. You know, I don't post a lot of what I do, and I do it for a particular reason. I post more pictures than what's behind the scene, because sometimes, you know, it can look like a flex and it ain't, because this stuff is hard.
Right.
It's hard work. Like literally right before I got on the show, I have been home for 15 minutes, Bridget, from getting up. Okay, Dallas is having a tornado watch.
Oh my God.
That's why I left early. So,
Lord, yeah.
Okay,
I heard about that. Yeah.
So I mean, this stuff, it looked cute, it looked glamorous, it sounded great. People like, oh, I'm shooting here. Oh, I'm shooting here. Don't get me wrong, I love it. But it's work.
Oh, I know.
So
and people think, it's the same thing as you know, for being a model. They think the same thing, that because once they see the picture, they see this glamorous looking shot, but then they don't understand, you know, the work that goes on behind it, you know. So,
those are some things that I'm working on, and just more pictures. I want to expand my my portfolio. I'd love to get some more fellas in front of the lens as well. Not shooting that way, no ladies. I'll take whatever comes. But yeah, just looking to expand my palette. So, you know, to those, if you have some creative things you want to do, recreations of things you saw, and don't worry about if you live in Texas or not. Bridget will tell you, I was just in Birmingham. The week before that, I was in Milwaukee.
Right.
I will get on a plane. Where? So
as
long as you.
And this weekend he'll be in Raleigh, North Carolina. So
that's right. I'll be in Raleigh next weekend. And,
that's right.
No pressure on Bridget, but she's shooting on my birthday, so she better be bringing the heat.
Look, you know I am. Come on now. You know I'm ready. It's been way too long, way too long. So I am ready. I'm more than ready. So tell people how they can reach you: Facebook, Instagram. If you have a website.
You will see on Instagram, j.kylephotography. Just as a sound, I don't know if you can read all that, but J, the letter J, Kyle photography, all one word. There's a dot between J and Kyle. Same thing on Facebook, J Kyle Photography. On Facebook, like just my actual page, it's JAY Kyle, because Facebook is done and they wouldn't let me just use the letter J. But JAY is not my name. Some people think that's my name.
All right.
My name is Justin. That's my actual. My government. But that's how you can find me. The other things I do as far as like for men's mental health is Rebrand the Man. That is also on Instagram. One word, REBRANDTHEMAN. Rebrand the Man.
Okay.
And my coaching is the Life Grooming Company is my coaching company. I am actively doing those things, and it is _life grooming.
I love it.
Instagram. So that's how you can find me. And
awesome.
This is where I'm at.
Sounds like you have a lot going on, and I just wish you the best of luck, many, many blessings on what you have going on now and in the future.
Thank you.
I'm not going to hold you any longer. I know that you've had a long trip. You're probably ready to get some rest.
So good.
And please be safe. And if you don't mind, we'll definitely have you back at some point later on in the future.
Look, I would love to. All you gotta do is tell me when, and we'll make it happen. Thank you so much for allowing me to be on the show. It's been my pleasure. Thank you for this weekend. Birmingham was amazing. The models of Wilson and Birmingham, they did that thing. They did.
Look, y'all just wait. It's coming.
I'm put some stuff up.
Thank you so much for being on the show. You have a good evening.
You too.
Bye.
Believe, yeah. Don't forget to smile. Don't forget to shine. you know, oh, that this world holds something for you, so save us, 'cause you know I need you.
I believed that if I tried, I could succeed. That's on my mind. I had a dream when I was 5. I lived a life without no crime. I had no worries about no job or real life. I keep an eye and gotta fight to get what's mine. They say keep quiet, no I cannot. Hearing voices in my mind, they tell me shoot before you fire. Say I'm ruthless, but I stupid, cause too much truth up in my rhymes. Remember fighting with my minds, but she made sure I ain't end up fighting for no time. Bring my life, they say it's fire. You won't be free until you die. Gotta read between their lies. Can't be woke and stay quiet. Can't hope and not try. I was blinded by their fears till I opened my eyes. Don't be feeling like you Jesus, cause you died for these guys. I was focused on the money, now I'm trying to stay alive. Only give you bro roses when you see your homie die. Spread love instead of hate, you feel the pain in every line. Better watch how you live, cause how you live is how you die.
Save us, 'cause you know, yeah, you know, oh, that this world holds something for you, so save us, 'cause you know I need you. Save us, 'cause you know, yeah, you know, oh, that this world holds something for you, so save us, 'cause you know I need you. Don't think you're lost, you're where you need to be. Keep your head held high, be all that you can see. When you look around, you'll question what you see. You question what you believe. Tell yourself I am me. Behold who you are, who you really are. Behold what you can be, who you are to me. They'll tell you who you are, then they'll tell you how far you can go, but you can go, but
And we are back. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was an amazing interview with none other than J. Kyle of J. Kyle Photography. Now we're going to bring on our next guest, Miss Arica P. Quinn. She is a model, actress, author, and also a beauty queen. Hi, Arica.
Hey,
How you doing this evening, ma'am?
I'm good. Thank you.
Awesome. I want to say, first off, thank you so much for being on my show today. I'm so honored to have you here. And I also forgot to tell everybody, of course, Miss Arica is a model with Wilson Plus Talent and Consulting. So tell us a little bit about your background, Miss Arica, and what do you do? I know I gave a few of your titles. I don't know if I covered them all, but give us a little bit of backstory about you.
Jack of all trades, master of what God lets me be. It's the best way to put it. So yes, I am an author. I started writing as part of my transition from going through my transformation from dealing with the sexual abuse that had happened in my life as a child, a teen, and a young adult. And so at 33, I began this journey up until I was almost 50. And one of the ways that I found my voice was through the three things that I do now the most, which is being an author, being a model, and being a pageant queen. They kind of all, in some way, kind of went together. But authorship was the beginning of that. And I started writing in the urban fiction romance space. And then Through that, I transitioned into becoming a transformational life coach. And out of that, I began to write in the self-help space. And then simultaneously, in 2019, I was in a car accident, very depressed. You ever be depressed and you don't realize you are, but people around you know you are?
Mm-hmm.
And my mom realized that I was in a depressive state, and she ended up finding the Miss Plus America pageant system. And if your mom is like my mom, when she suggests something, it's not a suggestion. It's really, I'm gonna need you to do this, right?
Yes, yeah.
And so I checked them out. Yep. And so I checked them out and ended up doing the pageant. Well, because I had never done a pageant, I think I did one when I was like 4 years old. But because I had never really done a pageant, hadn't been in front of people like that, it was suggested that I do a fashion show. And so I ended up walking in my first fashion show in 2019. And so the model bug and the pageant bug bit me simultaneously at the same time. And so that's how I got started.
You just kind of thrown in there.
Yeah, wasn't looking to do it. Never saw myself doing it, any of that. And so then now here I am.
I love it. I love it. So we're just going to pause real quick. Looks like my lovely co-host, Miss Dutchess Jones, has joined us. How are you doing today, Dutchess?
I am doing great.
Good.
Happy Monday.
Same to you. I see you're hard at work.
I am hard at work. I am.
Hey, you do what you gotta do, honey. You do what you gotta do. So, I want you to. I'm sorry, Arga. So, Dutchess, how was the shoot with J. Kyle this weekend?
Okay, so the shoot with J. Kyle was absolutely amazing. He and I hit it off. We really hit it off from like right off the bat. But of course, we had our kind of like brother sister sibling rivalry thing going on. So we were kind of taking shots, just to kind of break the not to break the ice a little bit. It was just a cool, even flow. I really appreciated his eye. He has an immaculate eye. And he just really, the vibe was great. He really liked all of the locations I had gave him. There was so much to see. And really, he didn't even see us at all. So Mars Avenue is where we shot at. And you just got to see it for yourself. It is just a street. It's just like you're not even in Birmingham. It is just.
Yes. I cannot wait.
He's a cool guy.
Cannot wait.
He's real cool.
He's very down to earth. Yes, he is. Okay, Miss Arga, could you tell us a little bit about how long have you been with Wilson Plus Talent? Has it been? It's been about 2 or 3. Is it going on 3 years or 2 years?
I think it's going on 2.5, 3.
Something like that. Yeah, I feel like
something like that.
Pretty much since the very beginning.
Yes.
Yeah, you were one of my first few. So, so tell me what are some of the things you've been doing lately in the? Let's start with the fashion industry. Let's tell us about how that's been going. What you've accomplished so far.
Let's just say relocating to Tennessee, the doors have flung wide open. I have been quite the busy little beaver.
Yes, you have.
This year alone has just been, I was sitting there thinking, and I was like, dang, I think I've been in like 10 shows, just fashion shows, just this year alone. And then I started dabbling in the acting. And so I've done, I'm part of the cast for a production that's getting ready to premiere called Blind Date. I've done a scene for a web series called Imperfectly Imperfect that is about to wrap. And so that should be dropping soon. I'll be doing my first stage play the 23rd of this month.
Yes.
Entitled Let Me Come Home. I just got through doing another major shoot. I can't talk about it right now.
Yeah,
but
I
just
get
trust
it.
me, you don't see me in a whole different light
I cannot
than you
wait.
ever seen before. And so, yeah, and just I've walked in the districts of curves, which I wanted to walk with them for like 3 years. So I got the opportunity to do that. Of course, my first show coming on this side of the world was the Bold and Confident show in Dallas in February. I'm now part of the TCD, the Curvy Diva Clan with Sharonda Thompson, and just got through
Yeah.
walking in her Love Shouldn't Hurt fashion show. I walked for a Touch of Paris fashion show. It's just been just a continual
Yeah.
flow of things, and so now I'm at that position where I'm like, okay, you put in some work. Now it's time to start getting paid for the work that you do, and so I believe those doors are beginning to start to
Yes.
transition and to open. And
Yeah.
before we move on, I'm gonna need you to send Jay to Nashville, please.
I got you, ma'am. Yo,
Okay,
I'm
that's
way
all I
ahead of
gotta
you
say. I
because
need Jay to come to Nashville.
we actually are in talks about doing. He's going to be. Let's just say I'm going to be using him on the regular for Wilson Plus Talent. So, but we're going to be talking about getting that all situated. So it's coming.
Okay. Yeah, he got to come. He got to I got some dope photographers here that I've connected with. Here in Nashville. Of course, Autumn, who did my my first digitals and everything, and also
She's
did
amazing.
did my shoot for Livy Ray Lingerie, which I'm an ambassador for, and those photos ended up on the front cover of Blaze magazine.
As a matter of fact, do we have that one photo of Arica? It was for Blaze magazine. Could you bring that up? We'll give her a minute. There you go. Blaze magazine. I see you, Miss Arica.
So that photo was taken by Autumn Moultrie of Moultrie Photography, and then that outfit from the bra on is Livy Ray lingerie.
Yes. So tell us about your experience with Livy Ray. How did that go?
Oh my God! Listen. Every woman needs to go have a Livy Ray lingerie experience.
I believe it.
When I tell you, this is not like going to a Lane Bryant. This is not like going to any other store. When I tell you these women, Molly really has designed a business that is very caring about the well-being of you as a whole woman. Your mental, your spiritual, your physical, the way you look, all of those things. The way you stay healthy with the undergarments that you wear. People don't realize, it's something I learned, is a lot of my back problems, a lot of my back issues is because I wasn't wearing the right undergarments. I didn't have on the right bra. I wasn't wearing the right cup size and support. And when I tell you, I walked through the door, she put me in my own private little room. She comes in, literally, she goes, okay, I gotta touch you for a minute, not trying to be weird or nothing. And she literally she just looks at me, does like this, looks at me, comes around my waist, looks at me. She goes, I'll be right back. She came back with 4 different bras, and every single one of them bras fit. And they're not all the same size, which is something else I learned. See, I thought I was a 40 whatever. Come to find out, I'm really more like a 38 double F. But I can go down to a 34 double D, depending on the bra.
Right.
So you get educated when you go to Livy Ray. They literally educate you.
Yeah. That is crazy. The average, most women do walk around not wearing the right size bra because we weren't taught, what I'm saying, to go have a professional bra, fitting. What I mean? We go to
And
like Lane
she will
Bryant
custom
or
make a bra for you. So if you are a size that norm is not of the norm, she will custom make a bra for you. That's what's so
that is
special
awesome.
about her.
Mm.
She will custom design a bra just for you.
And
Like,
that is
and she
so
does
important.
both, yeah. And she
Hmm.
does in-person and virtual fittings.
Nice. So is the virtual, well, I'm sure there's a cost, so does you do like a consultation or how
Yes,
does that usually?
it's $50 for the virtual. It's also 50 for the in-person, but then that
Mhm.
$50 goes towards what you purchase. And I will tell you, no, her bras are not inexpensive. They cost a little money, but if you take care of them,
But they're worth it.
they gonna
Hmm.
last.
Hmm.
Because the bras I got for her, I got them. It's almost been a year now, and they still look brand new.
Wow. See, I mean, if you get what you pay for. I'm a strong believer
So
in
yeah,
that. So yeah, absolutely. So Miss Duchess, is there anything you'd like to
if
ask
you in
Miss
Atlanta,
our sis while we got it
go
here?
see her.
I definitely will next time I'm in Atlanta. Did you hear me?
I'm really just taking it. Yeah, I'm really just taking it all in. I'm so happy to see my sis, and I was listening to what she was saying about the living bras, definitely informative. And I'm just happy to see her and everything that she's got going on.
Absolutely. Yes, yes, yes,
See,
yes.
yeah, yeah. So if I had anything to ask, it would be like, what's next? You
What
hear me?
did you say? What's next?
What's what's next? Uh huh. You heard
Like
me?
I
What's
said,
next?
I'm just for God to open those paid doors, those paid opportunities. So I'm just trying to get the ducks in a row and get things in the right order. I've started working on some things for myself. I'm in the process of testing to get my insurance license. I also have become a travel agent because, if I'm gonna be flying everywhere, I might as well get paid for all the trips and
Hey,
hotel stays I'm about
might
to
as
be doing,
well.
right?
Exactly. Might as well. Might as well.
And
So,
and so yeah, just trying to get myself ready. I believe 2025 there's some major things that are gonna take place. And so
yes,
I'm ready. I'm just ready
yes.
for whatever God has for me.
And it's something, I tell people, I really do feel that there's a shift about to come. So let's just, get ready. That's all I got to say. Get ready.
Yeah.
So tell me, what has been your biggest challenge being a plus size model?
I think my biggest challenge was, I'm saying was because I've no longer allowed it to be a challenge, but my biggest challenge was being invited to the party but not being asked to stay.
Mm,
And what I mean by that is, as a plus size model was always told, "Oh, we want all size models." But then when you get there, the plus size that they want is a 12. Well, baby, that's not plus size.
mm-hmm,
In
mm-hmm.
case you didn't know, that's not the
Right.
real plus size woman. And so we were invited. I was
Might as
invited
well,
under
baby.
pretense. Right. I was invited under the pretense that I'm plus size, but then only to find out I'm really not what you really were looking for. And that's not
Mm-hmm.
only been in the fashion industry, but that even goes into the pageant world. Why do I
Yes.
have to compete in a plus size pageant just to win a title? If it's about being a queen and about knowing how to to support a brand and knowing how to speak and knowing how to be in the community and doing things. So what does my size have anything to do with that? And so I say that used to be a challenge for me. But now I'm going and knocking down doors where they say they want to include me and they not. Oh, you gonna see me.
Okay, you're gonna see exactly. I love that confidence. And that's really the way you have to be. And it's really sad that the industry has gotten to that point where, you know, they're always wanting to stereotype, or they're only wanting a certain type of plus size model. Let's put it that way. You know what I mean? You know, they want the no stomach, you know, perfect little waist. You know what I'm saying? And we're all, I'm not taking anything away from my curvier sisters, but we're not all shaped that way, you know? So it just has to be I just feel like it needs to be more equal and more fair. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, I know certain things, you know what I'm saying, will call for that look, but don't let it get to a point where that's all, you know what I'm saying, that's all you're looking for. You know what I mean? Have a little bit variety. Yeah.
When I go and look, and you go and look at like model agencies and different things like that, like I'm always told because the norm or the standard to be a high fashion model is 5'7" or taller and a certain slim build and all of those kind of things. But plus size women are high fashion too. So why can't we do high fashion runway?
Mm-hmm. I'm a true believer in
that.
You
know what I'm saying?
And that's
so,
the reason.
When is it gonna get to the point that we include all women? To me, it's dumb, because if you a fashion designer, you leaving a whole lot of money on the table, because us big girls can dress and we love to.
Yes, and we love to spend money. So. Absolutely. And I think it's all about people do what they want to do. People will do what they want to do. And if you really don't, it's not in your heart to do it, you're not going to do it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I have come across, like actually a couple of years ago, I had an opportunity to cast for a high couture designer by the name of Von Alexandria. Gorgeous designs, gorgeous. First, it's coming soon. First ever plus size couture designer. I mean, she didn't start out that way, but she's starting a line. You know, she's going to be starting her line soon. So yeah, that's really, really exciting. Again, if they, you know what I'm saying, I feel like if more high couture designers wanted to do it, they would. I mean, that's just point blank period. Because there's lots of plus size models that, you know what I'm saying, that could pull off those looks. It's all about being willing to step outside of that box, you know, and that's the reason why I started Wilson Plus Talent, you know what I'm saying, because that was my original vision, was to open those doors for more plus size people in the industry, not just models, you know, not just models. So with that being said, what's the word I'm thinking for? What has been like, okay, see, whenever you go to do like open calls and things like that, have you ever been like stereotyped as far as, because some people feel like a plus size model, all they're good for doing is lingerie, or, you know, wanting you to do nudity, or, you know what I mean? Kind of trying to put you inside that box.
I've experienced it, but not in that vein. There have been moments where I wanted to do the lingerie or the swimsuit, and I didn't get to do those because of my size. But they wanted to put me in the tops, or t-shirt with jeans, or something like that. So yeah, I have experienced that, unfortunately, but again, I've learned not to allow myself to be typecasted. One of the
Yes.
most exhilarating moments was when I got to watch, I'm sorry I had to bring up Livy Ray again because she just does it, was when I got to watch for her in District of Curves for her lingerie Bridgerton theme, and I was Queen Charlotte. Honey, let me tell you, you can't tell this girl nothing after that.
I wish I would have had that picture to come up here. I don't know what I was thinking. That should have been like one of the main ones we put up, Miss Arica. But anyway. But yes. But see, it was very tasteful. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
of course, plus size when we can wear, we can be sexy. We can wear lingerie. We can wear, you know what I'm saying, swimsuits and that kind of thing. But it's just all about being classy with it and not letting, you know what I'm saying, not being, not allowing people to degrade you or, you know what I'm saying, but based on your body size. That makes sense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. We have a few more photos I'd like to take a look at of Miss Arica. Ooh, tell us about this photo. Are these some of the books that you've written lately?
These are some of actually my first books, and I keep this particular photo as a reminder to keep writing and don't stop. And so that photo up at the top was my very first ever boudoir photo shoot that I had ever done. By a gentleman, Ramon Miller, with Timeless Images, and this was in Colorado. I actually had always wanted to do a boudoir type photo shoot, but wanted it to be, like you said, very classy but sexy, give you a little eye play, that kind of thing. And so this is like one of my favorite photos of myself. But I use that photo with these books because, again, I write in the urban romance spectrum. And so this particular photo just kind of brings that side of me out. And so, again, this is just one of those photos that I keep as a reminder to keep writing and don't stop.
Absolutely gorgeous. I love it. Ooh, and what about this photo, Miss Ma'am?
So I had the opportunity to shoot with Studio One here in Nashville, and it was really exciting because I was one of the first models to shoot at their brand new opening day studio in Nashville. So it was kind of like a 1-1-1-1-1 all the way around. And they did my makeup. I had to bring several different items, and they helped me choose wardrobe. And when I tell you, this photographer, she was absolutely phenomenal. They had people there that help you pose and just all kind of, it was an amazing experience. And so out of that, I was able to get 6 images and get all of my digitals, which was really, really nice.
Love it. That is a gorgeous photo, by the way. Could you tell the people what you're doing in the future? Do you have any major plans for 2025?
Well, April of 2025, I will be going back to recompete in the Miss Tennessee for America Strong pageant. I'm competing as Miss Middle Tennessee this time. When I competed in April of this year, I competed at Miss Murfreesboro.
Right.
And I won. Yeah, and I won the title of Miss Tennessee for America Strong People's Choice.
Congratulations.
This time I'm going back to get that crown.
And that you were telling us about what you're going to be doing in the near future. In April of 2025, you said you had some pageants coming up, and could you remind us of what those are again?
Yes. So in 2024, I competed as Miss Murfreesboro, and I won the title of Miss Tennessee for America's Strong People's Choice 2024. So I'm
Okay.
going back and recompeting, but this time I'm going back as Miss Middle Tennessee. And people always say, well, why did you go from Miss Murfreesboro to Miss Middle Tennessee? Because Miss Murfreesboro was very localized. That's the
Okay.
city that I live in. But Miss Middle Tennessee broadens my expansion. It broadens my horizon because it includes a lot more of
Right.
the Tennessee area. And so
Mhm.
I figured bigger and better all the way around. So, and then coming up, like I said, coming up uh, in this month, actually, the 16th, I'll be in Chicago walking for the
Oh,
model
that's
icon
right.
Chicago
Model
show.
icon. Yes. That is
Another show I've been wanting to walk
exciting.
in for like 2 years.
I know.
Um,
I remember.
and then I have the stage play on the 23rd of this month. And then I'm going to be walking in the Winter Meltdown show at the beginning of the year and hopefully be back for part 2 of Bold and Confident. And then we're
Nice.
I'm just waiting to see
Didn't
whatever
you just didn't
else.
you just land a brand ambassador opportunity for one of the designers you work
I
for
did.
the Black Fashion Week Nashville? Who was it?
I just landed a brand ambassador opportunity with the Spence Cocky Gear brand.
Ah,
I love them.
yes, yes. I love it.
Um,
Congratulations on that.
yeah, so that's pretty cool. And so that just
Awesome.
started up and running. So yeah, I'm just like I said, whatever God has for me, I promised him that whatever door he opened, I was gonna walk through, even if it meant I
Absolutely.
had to do it scared.
That's right. Look, sometimes you have to, in order to really get anything done, you have to. That used to be my motto for years. Do it, if you're gonna do it scared. Even if you got to do it scared.
Yeah. And with my travel agency business, I kind of put this out there so people can keep an eye out. I'm gonna be planning a model cruise. We're models. We
Okay.
will go on a cruise, and I'm trying to get some photographers to come, and we do some shoots, and we stop at a port and get off the boat and shoot at the port, and just have us a blast on a cruise. So
I
I'm working
cannot
on that.
wait. And when were you looking to do that again?
I'm hoping to do it maybe June, either June or August
Okay.
of 2025.
Yes.
Because in July of 2025, let me put this out there too. Uh, and I hope Jay will hear this since he talked about his nonprofit with men. I am doing the Legacy Runway Fashion Show in honor
Ah,
of my brother
right.
who was
Yes.
murdered. And so it's going to feature men. So I want male photographers, male designers,
I was gonna say,
male
so
models.
you definitely need to get in touch with Jay then for that. Absolutely.
Yes, yes. It's gonna be women involved in it too, but the feature is going to be men of all sizes. So my plus size men, my what I like to call my heavy D men,
I know that's right. I love it.
all the way
Mhm.
down to my little bits. It don't matter if
Yeah.
you are a man, you don't have to have experience. But yeah, it's gonna feature the men because that's how I want to remember his legacy. He was a good
Yeah.
Samaritan and he loved brotherhood and being with the brothers and fellowshipping. And so that's what I want to bring as part of my give back
I love it.
to honor
Yeah.
him. So
I love that that you're able to show give show that kind of in memory of your brother. You know what I mean? So that's amazing. I love it. Just make sure you give us the details of that very soon, so I could
I will.
make sure
Soon as I
I
lock
line up
down
for
the
that.
venue, soon
Yes,
as I
ma'am.
lock down the venue, then everything will be coming. So
All right, perfect. Miss Dutchess, you have any last minute questions for Miss Arica at this moment?
No questions. Just want to wish you the very best of luck in all your endeavors. I have been listening attentively. My apologies, I am in traffic, so I have to kind of pay attention and not. But I have been listening, and I support you, and I'm just so proud of you.
thank you, Love Bug.
All right, Miss Arica, tell the people how they can reach you via
You're
social
welcome.
media, if you have a website.
So you can connect with me through Instagram. I do have Facebook, but I'm beginning to transition from Facebook and really go the route of Instagram and TikTok. So you can find me both on Instagram and TikTok at Erica the Brand, all one word.
Yes. Awesome. I love it. Oh, and it's Erica with an A.
Yes,
Just to let the people know.
ARICA.
Because I always look, to this day, I still call you Arica. Like, cause it, anyway. But it's actually Erica, yes. I just want to say thank you again for coming on Rise to Influence. And hopefully we'll be able to have you back on later on in the near future.
Definitely. Yes.
Awesome. Yes. Well, you have a good evening, and thanks again for coming on the show.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
Thank you,
You too.
love. Have a good one. Bye, sis.
Bye. Mwah.